Hello everyone, good morning. So in the last class we discussed the denominator containing repeated and non-repeated linear factors. And some homework also I provided in the last class. Many of the students they have done. I'm so thankful for those students: Prajwal Reddy, Simran, Rohit, Rahima, Sai Sharan, Jaigali, Vijay, Shashank, Mahalakshmi, Arapat, Sivangi, Undan, Vaibhavi, Tanushree, Lakshmi, Shruti Matpati, Sachitra, Shruti Patil, Varidhi Kulkarni, Nandini Annar, Pradeep Liyam, Shivling Karbari, Vinod, Venkatesh, Kanni. Thank you guys. Thank you for your wonderful spirit as well as good follow. Keep it up. Just you have to move on the same spirit. Definitely will crack in future NEET or JEE or any competitive exam. This follow only our expectation. Just you have to move in the same way. Today we are discussing the another topic, that is a denominator containing a quadratic polynomial. In that quadratic polynomial, there are two kinds of quadratic polynomial we have. One is factorizable, another one is non-factorizable. So first I will take the factorizable. There are two types of quadratic polynomial. One is factorizable. And second one is non-factorizable. Factorizable and non-factorizable. This is last topic of the partial fraction. This is the last type. So everyone know that in that quadratic polynomial, generally we have a quadratic polynomial of the type ax square plus bx plus it is c. So in that, how to know about that given quadratic polynomial is factorizable or non-factorizable? That's why we have a discriminant. That is, discriminant will be greater than 0 or discriminant will be equal to 0. At this situation, we have to consider this type of quadratic polynomials are the factorizable quadratic polynomial. When we have a discriminant is less than 0, at this time such quadratic polynomials are calling it as a non-factorizable quadratic polynomial. Let us take some example regarding that. X square plus x square plus x plus 1. Just to tell me whether it is factorizable or non-factorizable. That's why we remember the formula, that is delta means discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac. In that given expression, we have a value, that is 1, nothing means a is equal to 1. The coefficient of x, that is b is equal to 1. The constant at last, that is c is equal to 1. Just replacing here, b square is 1 square minus 4 into the value of a is 1 into the value of c is how much? 1. It means 1 square is 1 minus 4 into 1 will be 4, that is 1 minus 4 is minus 3, which is lesser than 0. It means smaller than 0. At this time we cannot factorize. We cannot factorize means we don't have real solutions for such quadratic polynomials. Now come back to this one, factorizable factor. How these factorizable forms? That is x square minus 7x plus 12. Such polynomials are considered to be a factorizable quadratic polynomial. Let us check this one. Now discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac I will take. So here my a value, that is coefficient of x square, is 1, b value coefficient of x is minus 7, and c value, that is constant, is 12, or coefficient of x square is 12. Substituting here, b value is minus 7. So minus 7 whole square minus 4 into a value is 1 into c value is 12. 7 square is how much? That is 49 minus 4 ones are 4 into 12. 12 fours are how much? That is 48 equal to 1, which is greater than 0. Easily we can factorize this quadratic polynomial. Such quadratic polynomials are calling it as a factorizable quadratic polynomial. This type of quadratic polynomials are calling it as a non-factorizable quadratic polynomial. And what is this case? Delta means discriminant is equal to 0. One more example I will take, that is x square minus 2x plus 1. Let us take value of a is 1, value of b is minus 2, then c value is 1. Clear? Now discriminant is equal to, what is b square? Minus 2 whole square minus 4 times of my a value is 1 into c value is 1. It means minus 2 whole square is what? That is 4. 4 ones are 4. The answer will be 0. Easily we can factorize this type of quadratic polynomials have real roots. This type of quadratic polynomials have real root. These two quadratic polynomial easily we can factorize. After factorize, this type of quadratic polynomial will use us non-repeated linear factors. For example, I will show here x minus 3 into x minus 4. Check it. X into x is x squared, minus 4x minus 3x is minus 7x, minus into minus plus 3 4s are 12. Got it? This type of quadratic polynomial, this type of means their discriminant is greater than 0. Such quadratic polynomials will use us non-repeated linear factors. Now this type of quadratic polynomial means whose discriminant is equal to 0. What type it have? Easily we can express it as x minus 1 whole square, x square minus 2x plus 1. X square minus 2x plus 1 we arrange it like x minus 1 into x minus 1. It means x minus 1 whole square. It means when discriminant is 0, we obtain repeated linear factors, because x minus 1 repeated 2 times, it becomes x minus 1 whole square. Once you look at these 3 examples, one is a factorizable, another is a non-factorizable. Factorizable means either whose discriminant will be greater than 0 or equal to 0. When discriminant will be equal to 0, equal roots you will get. However, a polynomial whose degree is 2 means 2 roots will obtain. that is x equal to 1, x equal to 1 itself, same rule. Now when discriminant will be greater than 0, at this time we will get two roots. Those are real roots. Here 3 and 4 will be the roots of this type of quadratic polynomial. It means a quadratic polynomial whose discriminant is greater than 0 or equal to 0. Those quadratic polynomials are called factorizable quadratic polynomial. Now, when discriminant is greater than 0, non-repeated linear factors will obtain. What type of factors? Non-repeated linear factors. Next, when discriminant equal to 0, a repeated linear factors will obtain. Come back to this one, non-factorizable quadratic polynomial whose discriminant is less than 0, then you cannot factorize. We cannot factorize means it is not possible to simplify. Why it is not possible to simplify? Because we don't have the number should satisfy this quadratic polynomial. This quadratic polynomial will give us imaginary values. That's why this type of quadratic polynomials are non-factorizable quadratic polynomial. Lastly, you should keep in mind discriminant is greater than 0 or equal to 0. Easily we can factorize. When discriminant is less than 0, we cannot factorize. Now today I am going to discuss with you a denominator containing either a quadratic factorizable polynomial or non-factorizable quadratic polynomial. Let us go to the examples. I will take first type, that is factorizable quadratic polynomial in this form, f of x divided by ax square plus bx plus c. Clear? What factors will get? According to the factor we have to split it. Example x minus 1 upon x square minus 7x plus 12. How to split this proper rational fraction? Degree of the numerator is 1, degree of the denominator is 1. Sure, it is completely a proper rational fraction. So the step number 1 you look at, I write my denominator x square minus 7x plus 12. Clear? Here we have a value is 1 and b value is minus 7, c value is 12. Clear? So that equal, how to factorize this one? That's why we have a sum, that is b is how much? Minus 7. The product is a into c is how much? 12. Let us split this one, 12. How to split this 12? One side sequentially we write a number, another side whose factor. 1 into 12 is 12. Look at 1 plus 12, either sum or difference. So sum will be 13, difference is 11, but here we have the number is minus 7. It is not possible to take these rules. I will take 2 and 6. 2 6 are 12. 2 plus 6 is 12. 2 plus 6 is 8. 2 and 6 difference is 4. But here we have a 7. Neglect. The next number is 3. with the combination is 4. I am writing one side number, another side the factors. 3 plus 4 is 7 and 3 4s are 12. It is possible. But sum is negative. That's why I will take minus sign both. So minus 3 minus 4. Minus into minus becomes a plus 12. Minus 3 minus 4 should be a minus 7. So I got my rule. Now I will split here. First I will write x square. Right? After that minus 7x. Either you can write minus 3x minus 4x or minus 4x minus 3x. Your wish. I will write minus 3x. This is minus 4x. The last number will be 12. Then how to factorize this one? X square can be written as x into x. X square can be written as x into x minus 3 into x minus 4 into x plus 12 can be written as 4 into 3 or 3 into 4. According to your wish, 3 into 4 or 4 into 3. Look, I will take one x common. Here and here is there x common. I will take one x common. What remains? 1x remains, and here that is minus 3. Right? And once you look at this one, here too we have a common, that is 4. Here too we have a common, that is 4. So when I will take minus 4, not plus 4, minus 4 I will take common. What remains? 1x remains. Already minus sign I taken out. Plus means already minus sign is outside. Minus of minus will be a plus sign. What remains here? After taking 4 common, that is 3. Look at this one. Once again we have a common term, that is x minus 3. I will take x minus 3 common. Just remains, this is capital, it means x minus 4. So completely I factorize this one, that is x minus 1 upon x square minus 7x plus 12 is nothing that x minus 3 into that is x minus 4. How you convenient like this you factorize? If you know perfectly this concept, directly you make it factorize. Not necessary to go by these many steps. Because of understanding, I taken so many steps. Not necessary to take. Right? Now I got in place of denominator repeated linear factor. It means whose discriminant will be greater than 0. And you know that how to split this type of polynomial non-repeating linear factors. In the first class itself we discussed. Just we write like a upon first factor x minus 3 plus b upon second factor, that is x minus 4. It's a very simple to get our value a as well as b. This denominator, we focus this denominator, x minus 3 equal to 0 and x equal to 3. Now we write our a value. A is equal to, excluding this x minus 3, complete LHS part we write, that is x minus 1 upon x minus 4. It means just to replace x by 3, hence it is x 3 minus 1 upon 3 minus 4. Therefore a is equal to 2 divided by minus 1 is equal to how much? That is minus 2. I got a value is minus 2 divided by x minus 3. Next, move to b value. So focus to denominator, that is x minus 4. Assume x minus 4 equal to 0, then you will get x equal to 4. After that, take b equal to LHS part, complete LHS part, excluding this x minus 4 factor, now remains x minus 1 upon, that is x minus 3. Substituting x value is 4, that is 4 minus 1 upon 4 minus 3. Hence our answer is b is equal to 4 minus 1 is 3, 4 minus 3 is the 1 divided by 1 leaving, just will get value 3. Therefore, B value becomes 3 divided by x minus 4. This is my required result. Whenever, wherever you will get a quadratic polynomial, first you confirm whether discriminant is greater than 0 or discriminant is equal to 0 or discriminant will be less than 0. If discriminant is greater than 0, you will get such non-factorizable, repeated linear factors form, then you split in this way, and however you know the three method, any one method which one is suitable for you, immediately you should get the answer. By that method itself you have to split it. This is the first kind co-factorizable quadratic polynomial. The next type, another example, x minus 1 divided by, otherwise we can write like x plus 1 divided by x square minus 2x plus 1. Just try to factorize this one. I will write at side x square minus 2x plus 1. What is a value? A value goes to coefficient of x square is 1. B value is x coefficient is minus 2. C value will be 1. The same thing, product AC sum, that is sum equal to B is minus 2 and product AC is how much? 1 into 1 is 1. Just to split 1, I suggested you how we will get the factors. One side you should take a conjugate number 1, 2, 3 and so on, conjugate number. Another side whose factor, I will write here 1. What is the factor of 1? 1. Just check it whether it is possible or not. 1 into 1 is 1, product is okay, and if we add it means we will get 2, but here we have a minus 2, that is why I will write minus sign here. Minus 1 should be a minus 2, minus 1 into minus 1 will be a plus 1. Exactly, it is correct. Now we split this one. X square can be written as x into x minus 2x. Minus 2x, how we split? Minus x form, and plus 1, just we write like 1 into 1 are just a 1. Now I will take common from these two. 1x will get outside. Remains one more x minus nothing. Nothing means the coefficient of x will be 1, and here there is no common term. There is no common term is always 1 will be the common factor for all. So I will take 1 minus 1 minus x should be a plus x, plus 1 becomes a minus 1. Once we will get a common term, that is x minus 1. I will take out, remains 1x, and here minus 1. It means same factors I got, it means x minus 1 whole square form. So this type of quadratic polynomial whose discriminant will be a 0, equal to 0, because equal roots it will give. Now separate it as usual. First we write as it is x plus 1 divided by x square minus 2x plus 1 in factors form, that is x minus 1 whole square. How to split when we have repeated factors? It's a very simple. First we write a upon that will be x minus 1 plus b divided by x minus 1 whole square. But separation is very simple in such factors because we know that the method when we have repeated linear factors in denominator, so replacement method x minus 1 is equal to some variable p, then x is equal to p plus 1. In the last class 2-3 examples we solved regarding this, that's why I am moving directly by replacing x minus 1 equal to p, x equal to p plus 1. Now take the question. What is our question? X plus 1 divided by x minus 1 whole square equal to, what is actually x value? X value is p plus 1. Next one more plus 1 is there, I will write here. Denominator we are replacing x minus 1 by p, it means p square. Now simplify numerator part, that is p writing as this 1 plus 1 will be a 2 divided by p square. Now you separate it, that is p divided by p square plus 2 divided by p square. Hence x plus 1 upon x minus 1 whole square equal to 1p and p will cancel, just remains 1 upon p this side as it is 2 upon p square. Yes, tell me what is the value of p? 1 reverse it, that is x minus 1. 1 divided by x minus 1 plus 2 divided by x minus 1 whole square. Let's replace here. What is the value of a? That is 1 upon x minus 1 plus b upon, what is b? b will be 2 divided by x minus 1 whole square. Sometime in competitive exam, it means in your bridge competitive exam, we'll use the question x plus 1 divided by x square minus 2x plus 1 is equal to a divided by x minus 1 plus b divided by x minus 1 whole square. Then what is the value of a divided by b? Like this we will modify the question. At this time compulsory you need the value of a as well as the value of b. What is the value of a here? That is 1. What is the value of b here? That is 2. Hence in option just you have to mark, your answer will be 1 by 2. Just keep in mind, question we will give in bridge competitive. Bridge x plus 1 divided by x square minus 2x plus 1 is equal to a divided by x minus 1 plus b divided by x minus 1 whole square. Then our question is the value of a divided by b is, option number 1 is 1 by 2, option number 2 is 2, option number 3 is some other option also we will give. Or sometime we will ask the question like this also. What is the value of a into b? 1 into 2 will be 2. Or sometime we will ask the question like that. What is the a minus b? At this time your answer is 1 minus 2 is equal to minus 1. Note it, this is factorizable, another type problem. Before we taken discriminant is greater than 0, now we taken discriminant is equal to 0. Now these are two types examples we got in the factorizable quadratic polynomial. Now I will move to the non-factorizable quadratic polynomial. Please note it. Be careful dear here in non-factorizable factors. Just assume This is a non-factorizable factor. It means discriminant will be less than 0. Let us take one example. How we split that type of question. Whenever you have a non-factorizable factor, we write in the RHS part like ax plus b divided by ax square plus bx plus c. Point to be noted. Point to be noted. A denominator having non-factorizable quadratic polynomial. At this time we write in numerator place in the form ax plus b. In previous problem simply we arranged like a divided by b divided by. But here just you should be careful when denominator containing non-factorizable quadratic polynomial in numerator part we write ax plus b form. Let us go to the example, that is x plus 1, simply x plus 1 divided by x minus 1 into, right, x square plus 1. X square plus 1. X square plus 1 is a factorizable or non-factorizable? How to know it is a factorizable or non-factorizable? That's why we have a discriminant formula. What is that discriminant formula? Discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac. What is a value here? 1. What is b value? There is no b term. There is no b term in x square plus 0 times of x plus 1. In this form it has. So b value is 0, then c value will be 1. Replacing now 0 square minus 4 into value of a is 1, value of c is 1. It means 0 minus 4. 0 minus 4 is minus 4. Which type of number did you get? This is the smaller than 0. So it is non-factorizable quadratic polynomial. So it's confirmed. First we write one non-repeated linear factor we have. So first whenever linear factor is there in place of denominator, we write a divided by, clear, plus I will consider this is a second factor. The second in the form, please don't write like b divided by x square plus 1. It is completely wrong. Why it is completely wrong? What I suggested for you, whenever you have a quadratic polynomial in the denominator, that time you are going to write in the numerator part ax plus b form. So I have x square plus 1 is non-factorizable form. So how I can write? That is bx plus 1 above the factor. It means in numerator part. It's clear? Now the question will the splitting is okay. You have a linear factor, you return single term, that is constant a, and here you have a non-factorizable quadratic polynomial, that's why you return bx plus c. Sorry, it is bx plus c. Then how we get the value of a, b and c? That's why we take LCM on RHS side. Before you should write LHS side as it is. Point to be noted. X plus 1 divided by x minus 1 into x square plus 1. Clear? RHS side what I suggested you? As usual we should take LCM. What is LCM? This factor and this factor both are different. So we write x minus 1 into x square plus 1. So here I have a, but I don't have x square plus 1. What I can do? Just we multiply a by x square plus 1. Clear? Plus remaining part as usual bx plus c, binomial term, compulsory you should take a bracket into, what is that? X square plus 1 is here, but not the x minus 1. So multiply x minus 1. So of course, these two will cancel. What remains? That is x plus 1 is equal to a times of x square plus 1 plus b times of x plus c into x minus 1. Just you go by elimination method. In such problem, it is not applicable only one method. Simultaneously, we can apply the method. One is method number 2, another one is method number 3. Just look at this factor. By replacing x by 1, easily we can eliminate this complete part. Then should get the value of a. So that I will replace, put x is equal to 1. Then what remains? Wherever x is there, 1 plus 1 is equal to a into 1 square plus 1 plus b into that is 1 plus c. I suggested you binomial is there, take one bracket into 1 minus 1. Completely that becomes a 0. So 1 plus 1 is 2 is equal to a into 1 square is 1 plus 1 is. It becomes a 2. Not necessary to write this whole part because 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 into anything should be 0. Then we got our answer. What is that? A is equal to. Look, 2 and 2 will cancel. Just remains 1. Finally, I got my value A by eliminating this term. It means I applied second method here. Clear? Yes. Next, we'll move to the existing value of B and C. Simply observe, however we got a value, we cannot eliminate a. It is not possible because we don't have any real roots. By replacing x will be 0. By replacing x by 0, easily we can eliminate b. Clear? Okay, if we eliminated b, then how to eliminate a? It is not possible. A and c once again will exist, but we know the value of a. We replace it, then we will get the value of c. Let us try now. I wish to eliminate b. That's why put x is equal to 0. What should get here? 0. Next plus 1 equal to a into wherever x there 0, 0 square plus 1 plus inside the bracket b as usual into wherever x is there 0 plus c closing bracket. Next x minus 1. It means 0 minus 1. Simply I replace it wherever x is there 0. Don't get confused. This is a x, this is an into sign. Now 0 plus 1 is 1. A into 0 square is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. B into 0 is 0. Just remains C. 0 minus 1 is minus 1. After that 1 is equal to a, 1's a, plus into minus is minus c. Two variables I got. Okay, because I have a value of a, I will replace, then we will get c value. Now replacing a value, it means 1 is equal to, what is your a value? That is 1 minus c. Look here, c means 1 and 1 will cancel, nothing means 0 equal to minus c. Finally I got my answer is 0. A value is 1, c value is 0 I got. Then how to get the b value? By elimination method, it is not possible to find the b value. First you copy it, next I will tell you how to get the value of b. Note it. The same equation I'll remove the bracket everywhere. This side is x plus 1 equal to a into x square is ax square plus a into 1 is a. Here binomial into binomial, be careful. Bx into x is b times of x square. Bx into minus 1 is minus bx plus c into x is plus cx plus into minus c. I told in the last class, two polynomials are equal if and only if their corresponding coefficient must be same. Here x square term we have, but here there is no x square term. Simply these two polynomials will be equal, means what I can write? 0 times of x square. What term I taken? By the coefficient 0. Now comparing these two comparison, x square coefficient must be same. What is that x square coefficient? This is 0 equal to what is this side? A, and this will be plus b. So that I am going to find b value, b writing as it is, a shifting that side, it will be minus a, because I know the value of a. Hence, what is the value of b? That is minus 1. Therefore, finally I got my b value. B is nothing but minus 1. Let us take this form. What is a value? A value is 1. 1 upon what we can write? X minus 1 plus what is b value? B value is minus 1 into x, it is into x. You are getting confusion, means put a bracket here, that is taking bracket minus 1 into x plus c. Plus c means what is the value of c? That is 0 divided by x square plus 1. Now rewrite this one. 1 divided by x minus 1. 1 divided by x minus 1. Plus into minus is minus. X divided by x square plus 1. This is our splitting form. Once we look at completely, we have in the LHS part, be careful, x plus 1 divided by x minus 1 into x square plus 1. X into x is x into x square is x cube. The degree of the denominator is 3. The degree of the numerator is 1. So it is completely a proper rational fraction. Now I wish to split it. So a divided by first factor, because linear form. Simply I written. This factor will be of the form non-factorizable quadratic polynomial. So what I told you, whenever you have a non-factorizable quadratic polynomial, in that place, means above that factor, you are going to write bx plus c form. After that, as usual, taking LCM and making cancel, remains part b, right? X plus 1 is equal to a into x plus 1 plus bx plus c into x minus 1. Just you call equation number 1. Now, to get the value of a, b and c, we have three methods, but first method I am not taking, it is not possible. By the second and third method, I am existing a, b and c value. First I will take the elimination method. It is possible by replacing x equal to 1, this complete part we eliminate, then remains a. That's why put x equal to 1. Put x equal to 1. Replace here 1 plus 1 a into 1 square plus 1 plus b into 1 plus c, here 1 minus 1. Look, 1 minus 1 becomes 0, 0 into anything should be 0. 1 square plus 1 is 2, a into 2. LHS side also 2 make it cancel, we will get the value is 1. Next term, replacing, put x equal to 0. Why x equal to 0? Because bx is there. Bx means by replacing x 0, easily we eliminate b. Only two variables we get. One is a and another is c. However, we know the value of a. Once we replace, will exist c value. That's why I replaced x by 0. Now check it. What will happen? So wherever x, there is 0 plus 1. RHS side a into 0 square plus 1 plus b into 0 plus c 0 minus 1. Come back to this side. 0 plus 1 is 1, 0 plus 1 is 1 and 0 square plus 1, 0 square is 0 plus 1 is 1 and b into 0 is 0, 0 plus c left out, 0 minus 1 is minus 1. LHS side 1, a into 1 is a and this side minus c. What is actually your a value? That is 1. Substitute here, a and a, 1 and 1 will cancel, remains minus c, just multiply minus sign on both the side, c equal to 0. Don't express behind of 0 minus or plus because 0 is neither positive nor negative. Now we got two values. Then how to get the value of b? Dears, don't think about the elimination method. We can't eliminate a. Why we can't eliminate a? Because x square plus 1 is always not equal to 0. In real numbers, bucket of real numbers we have, any number you can replace here, but the expression will never be a 0. But x square minus 1 form we have means easily we make it 0. In that bucket of real number, two numbers are available. One is a minus 1. Minus 1 whole square minus 1, 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1 will be 0, 1 minus 1 will be 0. The same, one more number is there, that is 1, 1 square minus 1 is 1 minus 1 will be 0. So here we got 0. Any number you should take, in among those real number, any number you should take, just to try to substitute here, but your answer never be a 0 because x square is a square function. Always it will give positive quantity. From school time onwards we know that sum of two positive quantity never be a 0. That's why there is no exist real solution. That's why I taken the method number 3, equating the coefficient method. So equating the coefficient method purpose, I have removed all the brackets. Look, x plus 1 as it is, x plus 1 here as it is, and this side a into x square is ax square, a into 1 is a. Now this side binomial into binomial, this term to this term, bx into x is bx square, bx into minus 1 is minus bx, and here bx in c into x is cx plus c into minus 1 is minus c. Completely LHS side one polynomial, RHS side one polynomial I got. Now I wish to compare the coefficients. Any coefficient you should take, either you take x square or constant x power 0 or just x. Any one you should take. In this form, I chosen x square coefficient. What are the x square coefficient on RHS part? A, and this side b over. So a plus b I written. Same way, LHS side also I need x square coefficient. But in this x plus 1, I don't have any x square term. That's why the coefficient I taken 0. Multiplier 0. 0 into anything should be 0. That's why I written 0 into x square. Now compare it. Here x square coefficient is a and b, a plus b. This side x square coefficient is 0. Finally I got 0 is equal to a plus b. So b is equal to minus a. What is your value of a? That is 1. 1 I replace it. Then I got minus 1. After that I will go to the RHS part. I written a value is 1. Plus b value is minus 1, as well as c value is 0. Now one more step I chosen, 1 divided by x minus 1, minus 1 into x is minus x, plus 0 leave it, divided by x square minus x square plus 1. This type of splitting is there for a fraction containing denominator is non-factorizable quadratic polynomial. Little bit lengthy is there, just to follow it. This type of difficult question only we have to make it practice more to crack our JEE question regarding integral. This partial fraction we are using in integral calculus. That's why just you note it, this type of question. One will be homework for you, just try. In the next class we are going to the problems. One more, the last form left out, that is improper fraction. After improper fraction I will go through the objective question. Then objective question I will take in the next class. One homework for you, that is x divided by x plus 1 divided by, this is x into x square plus 1. Look, x is a linear form, x square plus 1 is a quadratic form, polynomial. So quadratic polynomial means which type? Non-factorizable form. Apply this one. Wherever linear factor, just a constant. Wherever non-factorizable, quadratic polynomial, but not factorizable. When non-factorizable, we write bx plus c. Note it. Similar type question we will continue in the next class, and just try this homework.